Hey guys, machinamechlord here, Komachi with my updated deck profile of my gadget deck that I'm going to take to regionals, YCS, and whatever kind of events I can take it to. I've been playing around with this build a lot, and I gotta tell you, this deck is really particularly good against the meta, but there's a couple things that I would maybe swap around because of what this deck does that a lot of other decks really like to do and want to do but can't do. It's like there's just a couple cards that I maybe would swap out and stuff like that. But let's get started. So starting off, we have 2 Tragodia. You get a lot of massive hand power in this deck, so Tragodia really just massively helps you there. Plus, with the fact that in this meta there's a lot of level 4 monsters that get played, such as in Fire Fist, Fusions. Tragodia in this deck is amazing and has a lot of use. Machina Cannon, 2 Fortress, most broken card ever. 3 Mach. Well, I upped Gear Frame to 3 and added the 1 Cannon and dropped Fortress down to 2, just to increase my level 4 consistency with being able to get XYZs. Just normal summon and stuff like that, and get consistent searches off for something good. So I upped the gear frame to 3. Plus, it also can equip itself to like a fortress, so that kind of makes sense why I upped it to 3. Cannon is just a cannon is just a 1/4. You know, drop it to the grave, bring back fortress in the grave. So it's a really good card. I dropped the gadget count down to 2 apiece because at 3 apiece it was just too cloggy with gadgets. You know, just got too many in hand. You'd open like 2 yellow gadgets and you would just be wrecked in duels, and you would just like have too many gadgets and wouldn't be able to really do anything with them. So I dropped them down to 2 apiece, and so far I'm liking it. And we have 3 Kagito Kage. Just when you normal summon a monster, special summon this guy. So you just easily can pull off XYZs with this play. Still left the 10 Goldfish at 3, and we added 2 Max C. I'm actually particularly getting very fond of Max C right now, just because of the way that I've been, the kind of game wins that I've been getting off Max C alone is too good. I've been getting some really just insane wins off of it. You know, plus in the meta, a lot of our opponents special summon a lot. I mean, in Fusions, you're not going to play Max C against Fusions. You're not going to. You're just going to side deck Max C out against Fusions. Pretty simple, straightforward. We left the Dark Hole, left the MSTs. The Book of Moon, we left in. Or, well, I think added back in, because I think Book of Moon still has a lot of use. Sets Bear before Bear really gets to do anything, or gets to pop, or set, you know, summon them up before they can summon, or just set Yamato with attacks. I mean, just like, you could do stuff with Book. Plus, if Yamato's set, they can't really do anything. Traps, we changed up a little bit. We still have the Bottomless, still have the Mirror Force, still have Torrential, still have the Dimensional Prisons and the Compulse. We upped Phoenix Chain to 3, added 2 Call the Haunted, and a Solemn Warning. As you notice, the Reckless Greeds are out because the Reckless Greeds went towards the Call the Haunted and the Phoenix Chain. Now, I did have double summon in here and rank up magic cards, but I just found that they were just way too inconsistent, didn't really provide much use. So I opted them out and now this deck is so much better, so much stronger. Extra deck, we have Draco Sack, Big Eye, which we added in Big Eye. We added Crazy Box. We added Evil Swarm Ouroboros, because now rank 4s that take 3 monsters are now possible, and if we're going to go for one, we're going to go for the best one, which is Ouroboros. We added a Feral Imp. I might tech a second one, not entirely sure. We have 2 Gargigan X, 1 number 50 Black Sheep of Corn. We had 2, well, the original first build of this, we had 2, but then they dropped it down to 1. We have 101, Diamond Dire Wolf, Still Swarm Roach, X-Hidden Knight, Daigusto Emerald, Abyss Dollar, and Gagaga Cowboy. So for our side deck, we have 2 DD Crow. In this format, DD Crow is such an amazing grand card that I honestly would say is just really genuinely good. We have 2 Effect Dealer, great side deck card. Decks that rely heavy on monster effects, Effect Dealer just will destroy them and shut them down. 2 Twister for our Fire Fist matchups, or our opponents that side against us with cards like Mistake. We have Dimensional Fissure for banishment, completely wrecks Mermails, gets rid of stuff for what gets rid of Bugins pretty quickly, gets rid of Fire Fist. Dimensional Fissure is really good against a lot of the meta. 2 Closed Forest, which I'm actually going to swap these out for Necro Valley. Personally, because I feel like that our opponent moving cards from their graveyards in this format is very important. And if there's Necro Valley, well, they can't move cards from the graveyard. And they have, well, then they lose a lot of access to the graveyard, and we don't really rely on the graveyard at all, I mean, other than to bring Fortress back. But that's with its own effect. So we are not injured at all by Necro Valley. We have 2 Mind Crush, great against the meta because the meta searches a lot of cards. Your opponent adds Bear or Wolfbark, well, chain Mind Crush, call Wolfbark, get rid of it. We have 1 Macrocosmos, because Macrocosmos is a wicked card and gets rid of a lot of the meta. And we have Soul Drain, that does a very similar, well, it pretty much has the exact same effect as Abyss Dweller. And we have 2 Blackhorn of Heaven to shut down XYZ and Synchro plays, which a lot of the meta relies on. So, we play these cards in our extra, and not our extra, but our side, because it destroys our opponent. If you have any questions on this deck list, or have any ideas for this deck list that might make it better, whether it's change the spell and trap lineup or something, please do leave your comments below. Like and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with any new content I come out with, and I will see you all later.